kicking off the season in Tokyo, Japan, and a homecoming for superstar Shohei Ohtani.
This remarkable combo of the Dodgers and Japan didn't happen overnight. In tonight's Faceism report, David Ono tells us there is so much more to this story.
You might see the Dodgers landing Shohei Ohtani and then winning the World Series as an amazing stroke of luck. But is it? There's a famous saying, the harder you work, the luckier you get. And through the decades, the Dodgers have worked hard on a special relationship with Japan and its players, and it teaches us a lesson not just about sports, but about life. And we call this episode, The Lantern.
At the top of Dodger Stadium stands an 8-foot, 4,000-pound Japanese lantern. You might think it's here because of Dodger sensation Shohei Ohtani, but actually, it's just the opposite. This lantern lit the way for Shohei and so many others. It's a story that begins with the Brooklyn Dodgers when they won the World Series in 1955.
And these Dodgers at last are world champions, delirious with joy.
It was their first championship, one celebrated by the whole team by taking a trip to Japan in 1956 for a series of exhibition games.
They decided that summer, yes, we'll go to Japan because Walter O'Malley, the owner, saw baseball as an international game. He saw the big picture. So on this level, this is...
Dodgers historian Mark Langell describes O'Malley as a visionary. He knew the Brooklyn Dodgers touring Japan was not only a fun getaway, but more importantly, a doorway to the future. First, by helping to mend the tragedy of the past.
The United States was able to use baseball after World War II as a way to repair and to bring relationships between the two countries.
Baseball helped heal deep wounds from World War II. The Japanese welcomed the Dodgers with huge crowds, the perfect ambassadors.
Carl Erskine took home movies, and it was a chance for them to spend time together, but to be able to sightsee. And they were also able to bring their spouses, and so it was a great family affair. Rachel Robinson wrote in her book that she was surprised how much Jackie enjoyed it.
Yes, that would be the legendary Jackie Robinson. This is a glimpse of him in Erskine's home movies. And what makes this moment even more historic, Robinson, the first black player in the history of Major League Baseball, would suddenly decide to retire, and his last swing of the bat was on this trip.
In terms of where was Jackie's farewell to baseball, it was in Japan.
Another monumental moment for the Dodgers Japan trip actually happened when the team was on its way to Japan, stopping in LA to refuel, and Walter O'Malley had his eyes wide open.
Since they were in Los Angeles anyway, you might as well look around, kick the tires, talk to some politicians.
2 years later, 1958, O'Malley leaves Brooklyn, and they become the Los Angeles Dodgers. And their connection to Japan was just beginning. Japanese players and teams would take part in Dodger spring training through the years, with famed Japanese sports writer Satoru Suzuki coming along. Suzuki and O'Malley would become dear friends.
When Satoru Suzuki is invited to the first game at Dodger Stadium, April the 10th, 1962, he decides, I think we're going to have a gift, and the gift is going to be a stone lantern.
In this letter from Suzuki, he tells O'Malley he found craftsmen in Nagoya to make the lantern, saying they are, quote, very popular for their skill and good workmanship.
It was meant for the internal appreciation for the Dodgers' relationship with Japan. The lantern comes during the 1965 season, and they decided to put it on a hillside.
The vast majority of fans never knew it was there, just like the deep bond with Japan. But in 1995, that bond struck gold with Nomo Mania.
Hey, there's a Japanese player with the Dodgers? This is amazing.
Precious strike away. Got it! Hideo Nomo has done what they said could not be done.
Hideo Nomo was a great player, but not just a great player, he started the All-Star game that year in 1995 and had 236 strikeouts and was just a big star.
Thanks to the Dodgers, he was the first Japanese superstar, opening the door for more and more players across the Pacific. And that brings us to the sensation. When the Dodgers landed Shohei, the lantern was moved to the stadium, and he, in turn, has one of the greatest seasons in history.
Shohei comes to town, leads the Dodgers to glory, sets every record. Oh, by the way, he's the most nicest guy in the world, and everybody's crazy going, we've never seen this before.
On a 1-2, Ohtani sends one in the air, the other way, back it goes, gone! One-of-a-kind player, one-of-a-kind season. Shohei Ohtani starts the 50-50 club.
Nobody would believe that, but that's actually what happened.
So here it is. Its torch shining a light not on a single player, but on a beautiful relationship between two countries that has come to mean so much more than baseball. We are more alike than different.
And think about this. The Dodgers broke the glass ceiling with Jackie Robinson, Fernando Valenzuela, Hideo Nomo, and now are dominating with Ohtani, winning championships all along the way. Isn't sports a metaphor for life? The Dodgers have been teaching us a powerful lesson for decades. Diversity makes you stronger.
Hello, I'm Mark Brown. Get more great ABC7 content by clicking the subscribe button for our YouTube channel. And download the ABC7 Los Angeles streaming app on Fire TV, Android TV, Apple TV, and Roku to watch on your TV.